Hi everyone, I have a book haul video for you today. Yes, I'm still standing up, my back is still healing, but it is much better, which is rather nice. We managed to walk into town today. So for the first time in 4 months, I've actually been to a proper bookshop and didn't manage to get any of the books that I wanted to get there. Never mind. More of that later. Right, so first up, in my last July TBR, I mentioned that I had 3 books in the post that I was waiting to turn up for. Guess what arrived today? My 3 books. So I have The Dinosaur Lords by Victor Milan. This has been flying about my Pinterest for a little while now. I mean, people riding dinosaurs, how cool. So I'm kind of expecting sort of an alternative timeline-ish thing. And I've also picked up West of Eden by Harry Harrison. So I'll be interested to see how that and this actually compare, what they do different and what they do the same. A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. This is by Rosanna A. Brown. I have been waiting for this. I had to wait an extra month because we didn't get it until after America. I forgive you. But this is a fantasy, own voices story and I can't wait to read this. I've heard so many good things about it. And I've also got Hunted by the Sky. This is by Tanasa Batharena. I don't know much about this, only that it's been on my Pinterest for a little while and I wanted to read it, so I've got it. Today we took our library books back, we just did the dropping off. We didn't actually go in and look around the library because it looks so depressing. I mean, our library's got glass windows all down one side of the building so you can see straight in. And they've arranged it into a one-way system, so you literally go around in a one-way system. And it looks so sad. I couldn't have the heart to go in, I really couldn't. But we dropped off our books, chatted to the librarian there, and he was like, yeah, we've had a few that you just sort of grin and smile at and wave them on their way. But he goes, on the whole, most people were really good about it. And so, you know, that was nice to see that the library was up and running in some capacity, which was really good. But anyway, we then went into Waterstones. I was specifically looking for The Fated Sky and The Rage of Dragons because I badly want to read those books. They didn't have them. Oh. And you just hate it when you go to a bookshop and they haven't got one book that you want. So we picked up book 3 and 4, the Spellslinger series. We've got 3 and 4 instead of 1 because we do have 2 up there. Now our copy of 2 has blue sprayed edges. The copy of book 1 in the series, which is red, had no sprayed edges. So we've got 3 and 4 because their edges are sprayed. So there we are. And then of course we had to go to the comic book shop. So as well as picking up a whole pile of Firefly comics that I needed, and apparently I've managed to pick up duplicates, which I'm going to go and sort out, and also picking up the Buffy comics that I was behind with, and having a great chinwag and all that, I managed to get Buffy Oz. It's the original Titans books run back in the 90s, early 2000s, and this is the one I am missing. So really chuffed, got this second hand, and it's actually a really good edition. And then our boys are really enjoying Teen Titans Go at the moment, so much so that they fall off the sofa from laughing. We were chatting to the comic book guy and saying, look, you know, they really enjoy Teen Titans, what do you suggest? And so he pointed out a few. So we've picked up this edition of Young Justice, A League of Their Own, as a sort of starting point for the whole Teen Titans Justice League thing. We'll see how they get on with that. Then we were really naughty and we went down to WH Smith's. On the way, we went past the works. So, for 15 quid, the complete Land of Stories, or at least the first 6 books of the Land of Stories, by Chris Koffler. So, I have just got this in for my school library, and I badly want to read this series myself. So, for £15, 6 books, I can't quibble at that. So, I've just got the 2 little like short story collections to go with this. But these are beautiful books. I just adore them. And I'm really pleased I've managed to get like the whole set so cheap. Not quite such a bargain because there's only 4 books in this one, but we got the Last Kids on Earth series. There's 4 books here. I think there's 5 out, but these were £12. I was going to get these for the library, but actually I might hang on to them for my lads because it's their kind of thing. Then we got to Smith's with the idea of trying to find if they had The Fated Sky or The Rage of Dragons. No, they didn't. How can you not have popular books right now? That's so frustrating. You want a David Walliams book? No problem, they're everywhere. But no, I couldn't give a shit about David Walliams. I want my books. But there we go. Anyway, we discovered there's a massive clearance section at the back of our Smiths. Obviously, they've been clearing bookcases and their whole area because of social distancing and new COVID-19 guidelines and level hygiene. So loads of books have literally just been pulled off and put into the sale department, which is great. So these were all reduced. The Burning Page by Genevieve Cogman. This is book 3 in the Invisible Library series. I've only got book 1. I'm not going to quibble. The Sin Eater's Daughter by Melinda Salisbury. I've been trying to get my hands on a copy of this for so long. My library doesn't have it. Charity shops don't have it. It's not on the ebook system. So frustrating. So yeah, bargain book. And it's in really good condition. Wolf by Wolf. This is by Ryan Grunden. I'm really looking forward to reading this. Hear a lot of good things about this. This is the alternative timeline when Hitler won the war. City of Thirst by Carrie Ryan and John Park Davis. This is book 2 in the Map to Everywhere series, a brilliant middle grade series if you have not read it. Highly recommended. And it's hardback. Perfect condition. And finally, The Serpent's Shadow by Rick Riordan. This is the graphic novel of the book. And again, brilliant Nick. My eldest loves Rick Riordan graphic novels at the moment. Not so much reading the books, but he's loving the graphic novels. And he keeps borrowing this one from the library. He now doesn't have to. He's got a copy himself. What should have been a relatively cheap outing today turned out to be fairly expensive, but a lot of the books we got were reduced. We supported 3 independent shops in our town, and we had a lovely day out. It wasn't too busy. There were no nasty people out there being silly, wearing, no nastiness about wearing masks or not wearing masks. We were all social distancing. It was really pleasant. This is what shopping's going to be like in the future. I'm going to love it. But there we go. So that is hopefully all of my July book haul. I still have Unravel the Dusk, which hasn't been dispatched yet, so we might have to chase that one up and find out what's going on. I have technically put a few books in the Amazon basket because I can't get them otherwise. So they're sitting there, which may or may not get purchased later tonight. I don't know yet. But that is my July haul. So again, please leave down in the comments below what books have you bought this month and what are you particularly looking forward to for August. I want to get my hands on Cinderella is Dead because I am dying to read a fairy tale reworking that just screams originality. So I'm really looking forward to that one. As always, my social media links and book blog link is in the description box down below, as a link to a black booktuber. And also I'm going to leave you a link to Brody, his channel. He's an Indigenous booktuber, and I was recently made aware that actually we have an Indigenous book community as well, and they're not being treated particularly nicely at the moment. So I'd like you to show him some support, please. So, as always, thank you very much for watching. Happy reading and be well. Bye.